What's up everybody, Omega here. Thanks for checking out the video today. And today I wanted to cover what I think are the top 10 must-have rare heroes for war in Gemstone Legends. Obviously there's a lot of different rares that you can use, a lot of different team comps and team synergies that work well in war. But these are the core 10 heroes that I really like and I think should be a must-have on any roster for your war defenses. Now, of course, there's some debate. There's a lot of different rares that you can use. I'm not going to rank these from 1 to 10. Because that would be way too difficult and take too much time. But for me, these are the 10 must-have rare heroes that I want to share with everybody. So first of all, we'll start off with Varus. Alright, so most people know about Varus already, I would think. There's no groundbreaking info here, but if you don't, and you don't have him in your roster, he is definitely one that you're going to want to add. First of all, he has 6 turn stun, which is huge. Not only does he have 6 turn stun, he also deals damage based on 30% of his max HP. Alright, so stun is huge in wars. It helps you control the enemy and allows you to gain more turns. As you know, this is a speed and mana turn-based game, and the more you can manipulate that into your favor, the better that it's going to be. He does inflict decreased speed and decreased defense on himself, but if you run him with a cleanser like Rajco, that's not going to be a problem anyway. His defense is increased by 250 for every negative status affecting him, and his mana gain is increased by 2. So, excellent hero to have. He's good for offense or defense. A lot of these heroes I'm going to be talking about today, I'd say most of them are more defense based, but he's going to be good for both. I'm also going to tell you one thing that all 10 of these heroes have in common, so stay tuned for that. Next is going to be Merth. I really like her. She's a healer. She gives everybody increased defense on your whole team. She has an excellent passive. Her passive is her speed is increased by 30 if she's at 100% HP. So obviously at the beginning of the battle, she's going to be at 100% HP, so she's going to get 30 more speed right off the rip. She's an excellent healer. You can put different type of relics on her that will really work for her. You want her with speed, high defense, and high res. She's a great addition to your team. I love an AoE healer. That's really important in guild battles, and to give them a defense bump and to be as speedy as she is as well. It's going to be great to have her into your roster, and she'll fit just about any team synergy or team comp that you put her in. She'll work really well. Alright, so next up is going to be the first of 4 revivers I'm going to be putting on this list. And that's right, I got 4 revivers on this list because a double revive defense in wars, particularly with rares, is going to give you the best chance of winning some defensive attacks. So the first one is going to be Grimma. She resurrects an ally with 8,000 HP, grants increased speed to an ally for 3 turns. Her passive is she restores 8 mana to herself on the start of her turn for each dead ally, and mana gain is increased by 1. She also has a speed lead skill for guild related battles that is really important. She increases the speed of all allies in guild related battles by 13. Next up is going to be Gyrid. Gyrid resurrects an ally with 8,000 HP, and she grants Spell Shield to an ally for 3 turns. Her passive is she has a 100% chance to grant Spell Shield to an ally affected by the most negative statuses for 3 turns if she has 100% mana at the start of her turn. So a charge set would work really well for her. I'm not going to delve too much into my builds for these because I do use them in war, but a charge set works really well for her and any of these revivers really. Next up is going to be Turd. Resurrects an ally with 7,500 HP, restores 15 mana to an ally, 50% chance to grant increased attack to an ally for 3 turns. And her passive is, on the start of her turn, she has a 100% chance to grant increased attack to all allies for 3 turns if she has 100% mana. Mana gain increased by 1. She also has a guild-related battle a guild-related battle leader skill, which is an HP boost. Increases the HP of all allies in guild-related battles by 32%. So she's really going to help out your tanks and your support if you choose to use her leader skill. Alright, next up is going to be Emmett. Emmett's one of my favorites to use on defense. You can use him on offensive as well, but he is more of a defensive hero, but does work on offense too. He's a taunt hero, which is really handy. Deals damage to a single enemy, 310% of his defense, gains taunt for 4 turns, and he also gains reflect for 4 turns. Gains 20 mana at the start of his turn, and his mana gain is increased by 1. He's a great hero to pair with 2 of the res heroes we were talking about earlier, and then maybe someone else like a speed lead or a mana boost hero, or even another attack hero to really make your defense pop. Alright, the next revive hero I'm going to talk about is Drehos. He's a mainstay in guild battles for defense. Again, more of a defensive hero, but an excellent one to have. He resurrects an ally with 10,000 HP. He gains 50 mana whenever an ally is killed, so he's going to continue to gain mana. If someone else gets killed, he can revive them and just keep building that mana and really help your team out. So a great one to have. Next is going to be Ronda. I love Ronda for defense, offense. She restores 10 mana to all allies, and you know the current meta is speed and mana manipulation, and she is very vital to that current meta. Restores 10 mana to all allies, grants Board King to all allies for 3 turns, and where that is important is if you make it to Crowd Wants Blood, having that Board King is going to give your heroes more opportunities to do tile damage during Crowd Wants Blood, and get more turns and make more matches to end the battle quicker in your favor. Her passive is she can match gemstones 4 times and 50% chance to recover 10 mana every time she is hit. Again, she has a speed leader skill as well. She increases the speed of all allies by 9 in all game modes. Another hero that I absolutely love, and I actually have several of him that I use for war, is going to be Rajco. He restores 10 mana to all allies, so he's going to give a mana boost to your whole team. He removes 1 negative status from all allies as well, so that's going to be great if he has high resistance and you're facing an Enula defense. He's a great hero to take in against an Enula defense because he's going to resist her sleep, and then when he goes off with his special, he's going to cleanse the sleep from all the other allies on your team and pretty much render Enula ineffective. 100% chance to remove 1 negative status from all allies at the start of his turn, so he's a cleanser as well. And he also has a speed leader skill that increases the speed of all allies by 9 in all game modes. Alright, we're down to one more hero now, and she's a mainstay. She's an old school hero, but still very useful. Again, I want to thank you guys for checking out the video today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And let's take a look at Enula. Enula, as you know, she has AoE sleep. She has a 100% chance to inflict sleep on all enemies for 3 turns. She has a really nice passive of resistance is increased by 25%, and her mana gain is increased by 1. She's still a very good hero to use on your war defense. You just want to make sure that you have her all the way to the right in her lineup, so none of your other heroes remove her sleep if she lands it. You also want to run her with Bob the Straw Dragon in your team So, you know, all the other dragons do damage. So if she lands her sleep on the opposing enemy and you have a different dragon in there, once that dragon goes off, it's going to wipe that sleep off of them. So obviously run her with the straw dragon, and hopefully you'll find success. These are my 10 must-have rare heroes for Guild Wars. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please share some of the heroes that you like as well. Again, thank you for checking out the video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Omega. Peace out.